Bam! What's up, guys? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is for you. Alright, want to make a quick video for you guys on taking action regardless of how you feel and why you should live that way. So, I got this idea because I woke up this morning feeling a little hungover, and yesterday I was feeling pretty good. I was actually feeling really good. And part of that was I realized what was important in my life. Actually, not part of it, all of it. All of it was I realized what's important in my life, and I simplified my task down to just doing those things, what I value. So, this morning, I woke up feeling kind of hungover. Last night I went out, got a little drunk, kind of probably strayed away from my values just a little bit. My focus was a little straight away, got a little drunk. I woke up feeling hungover, and I'm like, oh man, I don't feel like doing anything. But I'm choosing to do what I value regardless of how I feel. So even right now, I don't feel very good. Like, I don't feel like making a video, but this is something I value, So I also don't feel like getting in a cold tub after this, but I value being like toughing things out and actually curing hangovers, and that's a really good way to cure a hangover. So yeah, want to send that out there. So it's like, really think about this in life. Like, we live in a society that you could say probably just overly values how we feel. Like, think about it. It's like, oh, how you doing today? Oh, I'm doing good. Oh, how you feeling? Oh, I'm all right. How's it going? I'm doing okay. It's like why would we focus on something like how we're feeling when we could be focusing on like, oh, how's this going? Or like, what are you doing today? What action are you taking to live your values? Or maybe another one would be, yeah, something like that. All right, so I might seem a little scattered. Like I said, I'm a little hungover, but this point needs to be iterated because living a life of your values is what will make you happy, and that'll come. But sometimes it won't. You might be like a little bit not happy, and that's just because sometimes things are like that, It'll catch up, though. It's like there's a Bible quote that's something about the seeds you sow today will reap the rewards of tomorrow, or something like that. So, yeah, and the seeds you sow is the action you take. Yeah, and in general, right action will make you feel better. So, for example, I felt like laying in bed. It's like 8:30, went to bed at like 3. I'm like, oh man, I didn't feel so good. And I decided to wake up. If I didn't wake up and I slept in and just played on my phone and just did whatever until 3 p.m. and I wake up and I'm like, oh fuck, I haven't done anything good today. I'm going to feel like shit, way more like shit than if I woke up like and just got shit done that I wanted to do, and I'll feel good. Like, you're a person who has certain values in life. Some of my values is like producing things, doing things that I know I should, being motivated. Like right now, it's, being very skilled at my job, so I'm getting up, I'm going to my place of work, and I'm going to practice certain skills I need in order to perform well at my job. So, yeah, and it's like, I don't feel like doing that, but it's going to make me feel good, and it's going to make me feel better. It's like, it's kind of balancing like temporary pleasure for long-term discomfort. That's what usually happens. So, for example, snoozing the alarm, whatever, it's going to be a temporary pleasure, whatever, like maybe freaking, I'm on a commitment, a no-fap for a month. So if I was like, oh, fuck it, I'm gonna fap, I'm gonna snooze in or whatever, all that temporary pleasure is gonna lead to long-term discomfort, Like, long-term discomfort is like way worse than temporary discomfort. So the temporary discomfort would be like, hey, I'm going to wake up right now. Like, I'm going to fucking take a cold tub. I'm going to practice my ropes and medicine, do all these things that I value and it's important to me. It's like, bam. It might not be the thing I want to do at this moment, but it's something that I value, so I'm going to do it. And by doing this short-term discomfort, waking up when I don't feel like it, going to the cold tub, working out hard, all these things that I value, you're going to get the long-term rewards of being like, yes, I just feel better living a life that I value, you know. Yeah, so if I give you one more example, like maybe if you're the type of person that like likes to like compete hard and work out hard, like for example, that's me. Like I've noticed times if I'm like running a race or something like that, or some type of physical evaluation, if I run really hard and like just focus on like performing just perfectly as I can, you know, just running really digging in the right way with the right balance of digging in, but not fucking blowing all my load and just not being able to keep up the rest of the run, but just find that right balance and really tuning in my mind and beating my body into submission to be able to do what I want and really push the limits. That's something I really value. And when I do that and I choose that value over the comfort of what my body feels like that's a temporary discomfort. I'm gonna like running is like one of the worst pains for me in life. It's like one of the most uncomfortable things I can do, like 6 mile run, whatever. Like those are a little better usually, but 1.5 mile runs, like, oh my God, I put my body through massive amounts of pain. So uncomfortable, so uncomfortable. There's so many things that I would rather do than that. Like as far as experience that I'm feeling at that moment. But I'm fucking always been one of the fastest guys in my career field, and we're pretty filled with a career field of total studs, you know. And I'm not doing this to brag. I'm just explaining the point that it's not comfortable, but afterwards I feel so much better. I feel good the rest of the day. You know, I feel good. Like, yes, like this is something that feels bad at that moment, but afterwards I feel way better. I just feel like I'm being the person I want to be. And that's really what it comes down to. Like, it takes two things. One, it takes some reflection. You know, we live in a society that's like just filled with stimulation. Like even this YouTube video, like I'm glad you found this, and it's important for you to know that clickbait is one of the biggest killers of motivation, freaking reflection, knowing what you value. You know, ironically, hopefully I stimulate that part of your mind, but like there's so much clickbait shit that is like distracting you from living the life that you want. And there's no surprise that we have higher depression rates than we ever have before. So might want to double check that study, but I've heard that, and they relate that to social media. All right, so my point is though, like you need to do what you value, and you'll find out what you value by reflection. So take a moment, some time to just really sit down and think and just know yourself well and know what you value. If you can do that and you choose to do that before, you know, simple comfort stimulation, you'll be much happier. You'll live a life that you enjoy, and just the benefits of life, you know, you'll see changes happen in your life that are just way better. And all it takes is choosing that temporary discomfort. Take that, choose that temporary discomfort for the long-term benefits. So choose to wake up on the first alarm that you set because you value at that time, whatever it is that you value. Maybe you value meditating in the morning. Maybe you value taking your dog for a nice long walk, whatever it is. Choose to get to that through that temporary discomfort. It's temporary. It's super temporary. I already feel better than I did like half an hour ago. Choose that to get that long-term satisfaction, and that's really what it comes down to in life. Yeah, the alternative would be like temporary discomfort, like, oh wow, you get to sleep in for an alarm, you go back into Neverland for like another half an hour or something like that, getting crappy sleep or whatever, another hour or whatever it is, and then bam, then you don't work out that day or whatever it is, and then the rest of the day you just feel like, nah, you don't feel motivated. It screws your entire shit up. So anyways, hope this makes sense. Those are the points I want to make. Take right action regardless of how you feel. Right action will make you feel better. Put your focus on what makes you feel better as well, and that's all part of action. Focusing, thinking the way you want, simplifying it down to those things. And yeah, it really comes down to living your values and knowing your values. So hope this makes sense. Have a good one.